Red flag, green flag.
Certain thing which is a complete green flag for you in a person or a red flag for you in a
The
person.
combination of a few. I think dishonesty and loyalty का opposite क्या होता है?
Disloyalty.
I would say communication as well for me is a green flag.
Sensitivity. I think that is kind of missing in the world right now.
I feel disrespect for me is a red flag.
Someone's
I was
rebound.
subject to rebound.
But you knew about it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it was cool.
Someone?
मुझे तो सिर्फ मार पड़ रही थी. सर यहाँ पे आके बाल खींचते थे.
हाँ यार, ये कौन सा स्कूल है?
कहते हैं गाने में भी है कि जिंदगी में प्यार तो मतलब एक बार होता ही है, but rebound is something which can happen a lot of times. I mean, for in many people's lives. So let's start with that.
Yay.
Rohit, firstly tell me, and this is actually an open question to all of you, कि कभी ऐसे situation में have you been in a situation where you have also been the subject of rebound or be in a relationship which was a rebound relationship and sort of got heartbroken because of that?
I can speak for myself. I haven't been in a rebound relationship, and I don't think I was anybody's rebound either.
Safe, बच गए.
Yeah, I haven't been in a rebound relationship, but I think when I was, 16 or something, I was
Someone's
I was
rebound.
subject to rebound.
But you knew about it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it was cool. And everyone was dating everyone in school.
Yeah. True.
हाँ. I have not rebounded with someone.
मुझे तो सिर्फ मार पड़ रही थी. सर यहाँ पे आके बाल खींचते थे.
हाँ यार, ये कौन सा स्कूल है?
ये कौन सा स्कूल था?
I don't think even I
We
did
were
not
very-
even know the meaning of rebound when I was 16.
No, when I think about it now, it was rebound.
now in the
But
film.
like in school,
But like in our school, people weren't dating. In our school, people were only getting beaten up.
No,
by...
I dated in the 10th. That's
really,
it.
no one was
And
dating
that was
in your
like,
school at
who's
all.
dating
Not
in
at
the
all.
10th
Even in the
and
10th and
See,
11th and 12th.
11th and 12th तो मैंने करी नहीं है तो मुझे पता नहीं है. Till 10th, nobody was dating.
11th and 12th is when these things happen mostly.
Okay.
मैं किसका रहा हूँ rebound मुझे पता नहीं.
But you must have had.
No, I haven't. I'm even shocked. I haven't. Naila ji.
Same. I don't think I've been anyone's rebound or I've done it to anyone. I don't come from that school of thought.
Wow.
Oh, that's why. But you know, sometimes you don't even know that you've done that.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
then that's when, like, you know.
Have you had a rebound?
No, I've never.
Have you been somebody's rebound?
No, thank you so much. In a long time, we have not. Everyone talks about love in one dimensional way, usually, right? And here we are going to see different facets of it. A rebound might not necessarily not mean that that person was not in love, right? Like,
Absolutely not. I think it's very important for us to know that rebound relationships can turn into actual love
Yeah,
also.
absolutely.
And there is nothing wrong about having rebound relationships.
Correct.
No, that is why I'm very excited to see what the dimensions and dynamics are going to be in this film.
After watching this film, Bhavna is going to decide whether she wants to go ahead with that rebound or not.
I really wish my life. Like, I feel there's a lot of pressure when it comes to love stories. How did you all approach it when I know it's exciting when a love story comes to you, but it is also very difficult to execute and land it properly.
But I think we have to give.
Respect to our director, he's helped us to get here, and I don't think so. There's pressure. I think it's love, yeah. Like
You know
need
what?
To find
I
it.
think we've just surrendered to the script
Yeah.
and surrendered to our director. And
parts that we've played.
so we didn't kind of feel pressure because of that. We knew we were in good hands.
Yeah.
And we have a good rapport with each other, so it was good to like even intuitively pick up cues from each other as well. We also had a lot of workshops to build on chemistry before, in which we have said things to each other that I don't think you tell your closest friends sometimes. And so when you have that kind of knowledge about your co-stars, you feel some sort of responsibility towards them already from the onset of a really from this beginning of the friendship. So when you have that responsibility and you feel this kind of way, then there's a invariable soft corner for them, and I think that was also that helped in building up chemistry.
They are
I
so
hope it did.
pretty, yeah. Like, I mean, there's no work to be done, to be honest.
But I also feel like, we all kind of bring in, we had a set that was very conducive to taking, a lot of ideas off each other. So whether it was Nipun sir, our director, even, Jaya ma'am and Ramesh ji, they always made sure that they took our input and feedback, because given that we belong to the generation that we're trying to project, they were very open to always seeing how we felt about things. And I think all four of us have tried to add a lot of who we are and the generation we represent.
Yeah.
And hopefully that kind of is translated in the story.
Naila said a very important thing which I agree with, that the definition of love and the representation of love in keeping in mind today's generation is what the story's premise is, right? In this generation is very like cynical. We don't know where it is going, right?
Absolutely.
I want to know from you all, what is your definition of love, and do you still believe in it? Because it's difficult in today's time, let's be honest.
Sorry, Bhavna, I don't think I necessarily agree with the fact that in today's generation, love is cynical.
Okay.
I think it's, there's just, everybody's very sure of what they want.
Okay.
But at the same time, that surety doesn't just come in one fine day. You have to go through the confusion to get to the clarity. So I think the path to clarity comes from the path of confusion.
I mean, just to add to this, I feel people today don't put in that much effort to वो confusion से clarity के बीच का जो distance है उसको भी चलना पड़ता है. I think people don't have that much energy.
So
left
what the
to do
difference is, I feel like in the times of our parents and everything, you would find one person and you would compromise, and that is true love in itself. Okay, you'd compromise and you'd stick with that person, and you'd make sure that you move a knife fight your way through together.
Right.
Modern day romance is such that you're willing to wait for the right person to come along. Until then, you sort of work on yourself and you sort of go and see what works for you, what doesn't. Look, the end goal is the same. Everyone wants to find that one person they can spend the rest of their life with. It's just the path to get there is different. They took that I'll be here and I'll work on it. And we're like, I think I'm in the middle of both. We're here and I'm going to find someone that matches me.
Yeah.
So I also feel like there's this thing, everyone keeps saying, I don't know if it's a right thing or a wrong thing, but they keep saying there's always a better option out there. And I feel the current generation really sticks to that statement. So you possibly don't value what you have and you don't want to compromise in the current scenario, because you know, if this doesn't work out, I will find someone else. I will go again. I will do that again. But I feel I come from a background where I don't want to exhaust my emotions, because with every breakup, at least I have felt that a part of me has somewhere been lost, as a human being. So I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want that repetition in my life. So I don't even she said it sometime back, I feel the meaning of love keeps changing with every generation. But I think the core will always be love. Like she said, it's always going to be love. And it is the best emotion in the world. You want to go back to someone home and you want to have that foreverness. Yeah. But it's how much effort you want to put into it. So that's about it from my side. Yeah.
True. Naila.
I think everyone's really encapsulated it quite well, but I feel the difference, if you compare now and before, is that the idea of accessibility has changed. I can access a lot more people a lot faster. There are a lot more fish in the sea, as we say. That allows for more confusion, that allows for people to possibly be a little more headstrong about what they want and ready to skip someone and move on to somebody else. Like Pashmina said, I feel back in our parents' days, or even in the 90s, what we had was that people were not so transient with their relationships. They kind of stuck on a little longer. They went through the turmoil of the ups and downs, and they sustained that path to carry on. Whereas now, perhaps people don't want to tread that path and be so complicated in the relationships they're in. Yeah. So they prefer to move on and skip to the good part, right?
Skip to the good part?
Yeah, it just reminded me.
Yeah. That's true. So I feel like that's essentially, that I see is the difference between now and before.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting actually. The idea and the concept of love is ever changing, but I think, like everyone said, that the core remains the same.
Right.
But at the end of the day, before I move on to a segment, I want to know. Everyone talks about this red and green flag these days in relationship. We kind of have that combination also behind with red and green. But I want to know for individually, is there a certain thing which is a complete green flag for you in a person or a red flag for you in a person? Just one thing.
I think complete red flag would be dishonesty. Actually, there's, it's a combination of a few. I think dishonesty and I think it's just, I think loyalty is utmost for me, and dishonesty I can't handle. So I think that's red flag. And I think just communication is a huge green flag for me. So yeah, these two things.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree.
I would say communication as well for me is a green flag. When small things about your partner irks you out and you don't bring that up until later, and then many things stack up and it becomes a big fight.
Yeah, when it snowballs,
when you communicate that in that moment, hey, I didn't like this about you. Also, another green flag is when you say that, hey, you did this and it hurt me. The person doesn't go like, I'm sorry if it hurt you. It was like, oh, just listening. So communication and listening is important. And a red flag again is what I just said. If someone just disregards your emotions and just goes like, you're being too sensitive, you're doing this, you're doing that. Yeah, I would say that's a red flag.
Absolutely, completely agree.
Dishonesty, and for me a green flag is, I think, sensitivity. I think that is kind of missing in the world right now. Just trying to even understand. Okay, maybe I may not communicate it that way, but maybe my body language or something, you can understand it through that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Red flag, green flag.
I feel disrespect for me is a red flag. And like everyone said, I think communication is key, dialogue is key. Nothing can substitute a good back and forth. That is a massive green
flag. Yes, completely agree. These two.
I didn't know where to look. I was looking here. He's blatantly looking at me.
Dialogue, she said key. I was like, okay.
Okay, now I have a quick segment, which is obviously, I think you've done it a number of times, but let's do it again.
Okay.
It's never have I ever. Okay, never have I ever gone on a blind date.
Never.
Never.
Okay, never have I ever said I love you first.
Oh, I have.
Always.
I have. Always. No, I have.
Pashmina is still deciding.
No, never.
Okay, never have I ever had a crush on a friend's sibling.
Friend's sibling?
Yes, I have.
Friends, sibling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my friends and their siblings right
Yeah,
now.
might have, but I don't know who right now.
No,
Might have.
never.
Might have, but I don't know who.
Never have I ever dated someone who didn't.
I have.
I have.
Okay. Never have I ever kissed on the first date.
I have.
I have.
Okay, never have I ever been in love at first sight.
I have.
No. First sight is a bit.
अरे बचपन में किया है यार.
नहीं भाई.
किया है.
But the love after first conversation, sure.
Yeah.
First conversation.
Yes.
Sight.
With many people, like even you guys.
Yeah.
What happened to your tone? What happened to your tone? We mean you guys.
Okay, never have I ever fallen in love with someone I met online.
Online. Describe online.
Maybe through dating app, or there are times when people fall in love with over call and like just.
Yeah.
Digital media.
No, not
digital
just
media.
like there has. You have to.
DVM Zamana, for sure.
You have to first meet.
No.
I mean, a bit attracted, sure, but it's only turned into anything after meeting.
Mine's been the opposite.
Mine's
That's been so long and I met and I was like, hey.
You got catfished.
Did you respect you too much?
Nice one. Out of the park.
Never have I ever had a long distance relationship.
I have.
The sadness on his face.
Sorry. PR is telling me behave yourself.
Yeah, they're like, बस अभी इतना भी नहीं काट सकते हम.
पूरा ही काटना पड़ेगा जिब्रान को बस चले तो. Never have I ever flirted with someone to get something I wanted.
I have.
I think
Like what?
Like Rohit does it on a daily basis.
What does he get?
He gets love in return.
What?
He flirts with all three of us.
What does he get in return?
Netting.
Respect.
Not disrespect.
Rohit, you do this on a daily basis.
It's like he's a con man by night. Actor by day, con man by night.
Stop it. Stop it, Naila.
Saraf films में हूँ आदत से. Sorry, bad one.
Never have I ever had a relationship last more than a year.
I have. What?
I have.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
इतने कहीं गुजरे हो कोई नहीं रहेगा तुम्हारे साथ.
I think you're thinking of something and he didn't say it. So he's like,
Naila, don't leave. We miss
If
you.
you like whatever, this is a mad bunch of people here
21st June.
together for a film which is supposed to make us feel love,
romance, comedy.
everything. This is the full package, guys. So thank you so much. And the film is releasing on June 21st in a theater near you.
Correct.
Thank you.
Come
See you
and watch
guys,
our film.
21st June.
Come respect us.